BRICS was founded on the principle that BRICS, which represents about half of the humanity on Earth, adopt a project providing credit for high technology development projects, educating and training the youth to meet the growth challenges of the future, full respect for national sovereignty, banishing the imperial policy of regime change and wars, and the explicit promotion of the common good amongst nations.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the South African Minister of Finance, the Honourable Mr. Nhlanhla Nene, it gives me great pleasure to extend a warm hand of welcome to all of you. I must, on behalf of my colleagues at the South African Revenue Service, also express my sincere appreciation to all of you who've made the long trip to South Africa. We are truly grateful that you have honoured our invitation with your esteemed presence in the port city of Durban, which is our gateway to the Indian Ocean. I do want to just say that on my behalf, welcome to South Africa. It's good to have you here, and I trust that your stay will be fruitful, productive, and we will really make inroads into the agenda that we have set ourselves as customs in our area. But thank you very much for coming, and welcome again. Thank you very much.
We've had a fantastic day one here in Durban. It's a real pleasure to be in South Africa. I think there have been various presentations. We have discussed how we can all join hands in combating various types of enforcement related crimes, how we can learn from each other's experiences in various dimensions of customs technology, customs management, be it risk-based management, be it authorized economic operators for better trade, faster trade, trade facilitation, in other words, how we can look at joining hands on capacity building. So I think there have been some excellent deliberations. We've been able to move forward and collectively it's been a win-win-win situation for the BRICS.
We started the day with good spirits, let's say.
So today we concrete our conclusions. We look forward to endorse them during the Heads of Customs meeting. We want to improve our cooperation by making practical approaches, step-by-step practical approaches.
BRICS countries customs meeting is one of the most important mechanisms for BRICS country summit.
Indeed, we would welcome opportunities and explore further opportunities to ensure that globally as a group we are able to enhance our capacity building activities.
A very good point which has been made is about formulating a BRICS index for ease of doing business and cross-border trade. I think this is something which needs further working upon, and India would be happy to kind of engage as a country while formulating the ease of doing business index for BRICS.
What was significant about today was that indeed all the resolutions were adopted. So for me, the significant thing was about the endorsement of the resolutions that the technical working group had been working on over the past 2 days. So overall, it was a success.
Colleagues and friends, we have set ourselves realistic, measurable, time-bound, as well as specific targets around the process of reaching an agreement in the Customs Mutual Assistance Agreement.
The key theme, if anything, that we have to take away from eThekwini, and the defining theme has to be about the CMAA. So the consensus that we sought to achieve over the past couple of days was on the legal instrument. So the following resolutions were adopted, Chairperson. The discussion on the revised draft CMA to be held on the sidelines of the WCO Council, and I can safely report that we are almost at 90% of that agreement, and we are quite optimistic that we will be able to, on the margins of the WCO Council, be able to reach finality on this document. We also agreed on the formulation of the joint enforcement operation based on the resolutions that I shared earlier on, the bilateral sharing of best practice and lessons learned on IEO and risk methodologies, and the conceptualization on the BRICS Customs Training Center, and the strengthening of collaboration at WCO.
When we take the visit to the harbor, we see our colleagues coordinate the different departments, cooperate to each other on customs enforcement and anti-smuggling. You know, if you're trying to use a helicopter to coordinate from different departments, customs, navies, or marines, it's not easy in our country. So through this, I think we need to learn from SARS in doing our work.
It was very interesting to see how the South African customs work. I really enjoyed know a little more about all the capacities that the SARS has in the customs area. It was a very good experience and another chance to talk with the colleagues from the state members in another environment. So it was a very amazing opportunity to see and to experience new things.
to say thank you for the organizers, for the SARS, for hosting these meetings and preparing such a beautiful social events so we can go deeper into the African culture and know more about our neighbors and friends. Thank you.
I must say that South Africa, and particularly Durban, a beautiful place to come. My first visit, I went around places, met people, and let me say this much, that I think there is a greater need for more people-to-people movement between India and South Africa, with Durban being the gateway port. So let's hope that in the future we have a direct connectivity as well.
I would say sincerely appreciated to SARS, made excellent organize on this meeting.
Ultimately, we can only look forward to, reflecting, reading the resolutions, looking at the pictures, reminiscing about the 4 days that we had here, which were tough, but they also had their moments of fun. And so, all in all, it was a great event all round.